The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
And welcome to another episode of Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, the only show dedicated to highlighting Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community. I'm Myra Rosario, your host, and we have a packed show for you today. I will be taking you to Cleveland State University to meet the president and hear all about the newest facility on the campus and also about their partnership with Neomed, our educational sponsor. And our friend Danny will be taking us to La PLAZA, a multicultural Latino grocery store in Lakewood. Comedian Angel Isaac will be in the house. And in honor of back to school, we will be back in the kitchen again, learning about how to whip up, believe it or not, healthy after-school snacks with your kids. Well, that they would actually love. But first, we have Antonio Matos from the Ohio State Highway Patrol to discuss opportunities.
Correct.
How are you? I'm
great. Thank you for having me a part of the show.
No problem.
It's nice to reach out and be able to reach out to the Latino community.
Yes, we do that very well.
Yes.
At first, when I saw you, I was like, I hope he's not here to take me away from my unpaid parking tickets.
Right. No, we would be already past that point.
So, Adrian, tell us, how did you become a state patrolman and why?
Just growing up watching the police shows, things like that, like CHIPS in my day and SWAT and so forth, really sparked an interest for me. I was really interested in service, community service, and this being a state trooper really provided an opportunity to be involved with that. And I've been a trooper for 24 years now, which has been an awesome career. The good outweighs the bad of that because we do see a lot of unfortunate bad situations, but for the most part, there's a lot of good things that you see as well.
Right. So there's opportunities for other people to become a state patrolman,
right. So we're always looking for good men and women that wanted looking for a career in law enforcement, and in particular for me is reaching out to the Latino community because it's not very big in our job as far as a state trooper goes. Only 3% of our law enforcement are Latinos. And
in the state of Ohio?
In the state of Ohio, as a state trooper with with the State Highway Patrol.
So there's definitely a need for that.
So there's definitely, right, absolutely. And we're always looking, as I said, for men and women. Both can do the job very well. And there's very basic requirements to get into the position. And so, people that are looking for a job are interested in that. And a lot of times in the inner cities, people don't realize about the State Patrol because you don't see state troopers as often. You usually see your local police departments and so forth. So,
what are some of the requirements?
Just some of the requirements is you have to have a high school, education or a GED equivalent to. So, you do have to have a valid Ohio driver's license would be great.
Right.
You do have to be a U.S. citizen and between the ages of 20 and 34 years old. And those are the requirements. And then once you pass some processes of a background check and so forth, you're admitted into the academy, which is about 5 months long.
Oh, okay.
And where you get all your training, and then you'll also receive some training on the road, and then you're moved on to be a trooper working out on the road, saving lives.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're almost ready for retirement? How long have you been doing this?
I'm getting close, 24 years,
24 years.
So
you don't look like you can
I could possibly retire. Now, affording it is a whole nother situation, but the possibility is there. So yes, that's a nice feeling.
Well, thank you for keeping us safe on the roads.
Oh, it's an enjoyment, it's an obligation, and if anybody is looking for that opportunity to have just a commitment to safety and service, and that's what they enjoy doing, this is the perfect opportunity to do that.
Now, where can they apply?
Now, you can probably one of the easiest ways is to going online, and you can go to statepatrol.ohio.gov, and there's a recruitment tab on that. You can just click on that, and it explains to you the entire process.
Okay.
You can apply on there. Any questions that you would have is also answered on there for you.
Okay.
And And then it tells you a little bit about different opportunities, because it's not always just working the road. You know, you could become a detective as a state trooper. You can work in different types of
lots
avenues.
of things. They can check that out on the website,
That's
right?
correct. There's a lot of avenues.
Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. And people, make sure you take advantage of this great opportunity. Now, stick around, because when we return, I'll be taking you to CSU campus for a sneak peek of their newest facility, the Center of Innovation. We'll be right back after this. Hi, I'm Myra Rosario with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I am here at Cleveland State University with President Berkman. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. So we're here today to talk about this newfound partnership with Neomed. Can you share with us about this?
So this is something that we've begun 5 years ago, and really the impetus for us was to have a public medical school presence in the city of Cleveland. The city of Cleveland, as you know, is a major healthcare destination. And if you go around the country and you look at the other destinations, Houston, New York, San Francisco, etc., they all have public medical schools. And we felt that Neomed had the infrastructure, had a medical school in place, and that our fastest route to getting students from Cleveland opportunities to go to medical school was to partner with Neomed.
That's incredible. I mean, so share with us this new facility.
So this new facility will house the Neomed partnership, and it will also house really what is a new foundation for educating all students in the health sciences. So while the Neomed medical students are here, we also have our nursing program here, occupational therapy, physical therapy, physician assistants, etc. And the reason that they're all here, or the goal, is to also train them in an environment where they learn to work together as a team in healthcare. So the nurses and the physicians will use the same simulation labs. There's also pharmacy here. And so it will be an entire healthcare delivery team training in tandem here at the facility.
Now, I know urban health is a big thing. Can you share with our audience exactly what does urban health mean?
Yeah. So urban health means that, and we're very explicit that this is a medical school that's interested in training primary care physicians who have an interest in working in an urban community. And that means a diverse community. And that means understanding a lot about the social determinants of health disparities, and how one works in a context of a community and a neighborhood as a primary care provider. And indeed, a good measure of the clinical training that the medical students and the other health professionals are going to get are not going to be in hospitals, which is traditionally where they're provided. They're going to be in community-based facilities.
Right. So the Hispanic community is part of that diversity plan, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what we've seen a dramatic, even in the first couple of classes, we've seen a dramatic increase in the number of minority students, because we also have pipeline programs all over the city and high schools all over the city, because kids in high school who imagine themselves being the doctor don't always know how to realize that hope. So the pipeline programs prepare them in terms of the coursework they need and get them started on the path.
That's incredible. So if someone's interested in becoming a medical student, how would you recommend that they get started?
Well, as an undergraduate, they should go to our website and look at the CSU Neomed partnership. There's information about where the advisors are, how to get enrolled in the program, how the program operates, etc. The beautiful part, too, for our students and for students of Cleveland and for students of the metropolitan area is that the students who come through Cleveland State and are successful will have a guaranteed seat in a medical school.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Well, thank you for your commitment,
Thank you.
President Berkman, and this is just incredible, and it's real. You can definitely become a medical student, so thank you so much.
Thank you for helping
Have a
us
great
get out
day.
there.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this. Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. I'm excited to have with us comedian Angel Isaac. How are you?
How are you? Good, doing well.
Comedy, that's a little different.
Yes,
So,
very, very different, yeah.
how did you decide to go into comedy?
I've always actually wanted to do it. There was just no outlet. Cleveland, we went from 3 open mics a week to almost 3 a day. So there's always something out there.
That's kind of just walk in, grab the mic, and shoot out comedy?
Yeah, you just sign up, work on some material, find your voice, and hopefully something happens out of it.
Now, when did you realize you were funny? Come on.
Well, in 6th grade, my teacher let me go in front of the class and compete against another friend of mine, and I became the class clown. And pretty much John Leguizamo did it for me.
Is that your inspiration?
Yeah. John Leguizamo did a one-man show called Mambo Mouth. And my sister told my mom, don't let him watch this.
Oh, really?
And I snuck it out, and I was like, no, I'm going to watch this. Went to the basement, put it in, and I'm like,
get out of here.
Like, this
How old
is
were
funny.
you?
I was about 11 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was just, I didn't talk. I barely ever talked, you know, and then next thing you know,
obviously
like,
your mind.
I watched that, and I was all into bugs and science and things like that, and this happened, and it was just like, I'm gonna run with this. Like, I'm taking this, I'm running with it.
So where do you perform?
All over. I just got back from Chicago. I'll be in Youngstown tonight, and then New York next week. So pretty much wherever I'm getting booked at, but there's the Improv and Hilarities and Hard Rock Casino now that we have that.
Oh, cool.
And but
you have an upcoming Latino event, right?
Yes, the Spanish American Committee. So the Black Tie Gala event, I will be there, and I look forward to performing there. So
that's incredible. Yeah. What a unique career.
Yeah, it is, and you can go any which way you want. It's awesome.
Well, I know we have to wrap it up, but I have to ask, where do you get your material from?
The familia. It's just so much to talk about, but just life in general. You can just look around, read the newspaper, watch the news, hang out with your friends. There's always something happening.
Just life, right?
Just life.
So how can people get a hold of you? How can they find you?
I am on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Angel Isaac. That pretty much across the board. Angel Isaac, LOL. AngelIsaacComedy.com is my website. So I do post updated shows there as well.
Cool. Well, thank you
for
coming in, and best of luck to you. And I'll be seeing you at the Spanish American Committee.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Don't go anywhere, because when we return, Danny will be taking us to visit La Plaza supermarket on the website, a place where you can get Latin everything on your shopping list. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hola mi gente, yo soy Danny Orellana with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I am here in Lakewood at La Plaza Supermarket with the owner, Adrián Ortega.
Buenas tardes, bienvenidos, welcome to La Plaza.
Thank you for having us. Adrián, where exactly are you from?
I am from Mexico. I came to Cleveland in '88.
And what is it like being a Latino business owner in Northeast Ohio?
Well, this is something that you feel good about it. The Cleveland population of Hispanics is growing, and Cleveland is being very good to us as a city. It's been very helpful, the community and the city in general.
Now this store is impressive.
Thank you.
Okay, tell us a little bit more of what you have to offer.
La Plaza Supermarket caters to Latinos. When I say Latinos, it's because we Hispanics don't come from one country only. We have Puerto Rico, Mexico, South America. In those countries, everybody cooks in a different way using the same ingredients. It's just prepared a little bit different. So we have product from Peru, Chile, Brazil, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and everybody that knows La Plaza is getting to know those products. And even the locals that enjoy cooking Latino food, they come here to shop.
So you basically have a lot of Latino products,
right?
Fresh produce,
We
a
carry
bakery.
Bakery. All our bakeries is hand done every day, the old way. We have a butcher in the premises that he cuts all the meats to the Latino style.
Oh,
so
wow. Why don't we go take a look at the meat department?
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, so this is your meat department here. Tell us a little bit more about what you got here.
One of the things that La Plaza specializes is in Latino prepared meat. When I say it's the same meat as anybody else, it's just we cut it in our own way and we have it ready for you, so all you have to do is go home and cook it.
So you have a butcher on site.
We have butchers on staff. We buy all the meat is fresh and it's cut to the, sometimes Latinos come here and they say, I want to cut it in this order, and we just cut it to whatever they desire.
Okay.
We carry 3 meats: pork, red meat, and chicken and fish.
What are some of the specialty meats that you have here?
Well, we carry a lot of products that are already, you can only find them here, which is all our specialty meats that are prepared in different moles.
Oh, so this would be like one of your most popular?
Yeah, this is one of the most popular, because this, all you have to do is buy it, take it home, cook it, and it's already prepared.
Now this is very interesting. So you're saying that I can come here. See, I have kids of my own at home. Sometimes it's very hard to get the dinner ready. So we can come here, purchase pre-seasoned meats, take them home, put them right on the skillet.
We take all the hard work out of the deal.
My
all
friend.
you have to do is come here, buy it, and cook it.
And for that, we thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You also have a bakery, is that correct?
Bakery is important to Latinos because we love bread. A lot of times people don't think that, but the bakery that we have is prepared every day. It's prepared on the back, and we have the cases up there. We show them to you later. And one of the things that we have too is for people that don't have time to cook, we have a deli. They can come here and buy rice. Every day changes the menu.
So these are all prepared
foods? This is all prepared foods.
Different foods every day? Different
foods every day. But there is some staples that we have all the time, which is carnitas, is made out of pork.
Okay.
We have the chorizo, which is made here in-house. In this particular deli, we sell tacos. That's the main attraction. We have got 2 awards already for the handmade prepared tacos. We made tacos of pork, beef,
so what is this one
chicken,
here?
and chorizo. This is meat. That's what we call red meat.
All right. Now I'm gonna have to try this.
You have to try
I've
this.
Been hearing
it's delicious, and you're gonna love it. So you put the lime, right?
A little bit of lime on there.
The tacos come with salsa, onions, and cilantro, which is how we serve the tacos in Mexico. And it comes in 2 tortillas, which are fresh corn tortillas. And this is basically what you will find in any little town in Mexico on the corners.
Flavors are amazing on this.
Thank you.
Now, why don't you tell our audience a little bit more of where they can find you?
We are located at 13609 Lakewood Heights Boulevard. It's on 140th and Lakewood Heights Boulevard. This is it's Cleveland. A lot of people think we're in Lakewood, but we're still in Cleveland. We got Facebook and we have a website. You can always look us at Facebook. It's the best place to find about all the stuff that is going on with La Plaza, because we always have something cooking at this location.
I see. Well, my friend, thank you for having me over.
Thank you.
Now,
and I hope I get to see everybody here.
I have a grocery list that was given to me to take home. So before I get to my shopping, I just want to let you guys know that you can always log on to latinocleveland.com and for more information. Now stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. These are amazing.
Welcome back to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland. Well, that's that time of year again, back to school. And to get things started, many of us mothers are worried about getting their kids to eat healthy. Well, Nella is with us again, and she's with Robert Palmer to teach us about favorite after-school snacks. Right, Nella?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Last week you were here talking about
during school, the lunches,
right.
And now it's after school or before school, because you can do this for breakfast too, or after school, before practices, anything that just gives you that energy for any kind of activities your children might have.
So Robert, how old are you?
12 years old.
What grade are you in?
6th grade.
Good. Why don't you share with us what you do when you leave after school?
Well, I get a bunch of fresh fruits from my mom's refrigerator, like whatever she has in there. And I pretty much just put crushed ice in there, put it all in the blender, and put chia seeds, which is really good for you. And it's really good. And I make another smoothie with spinach leaves from my mom's garden, bananas, and almond milk, which almond milk it's better than the other kind of milk, and it's really good too.
What?
The green.
What is this? What's in here?
Spinach leaves, bananas, and almond milk.
So you do this all by yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
Really? That's awesome.
I just go over there. I brought him on the show because when I go to his house, he literally, Aunt Nella, he brings everything from the garden, all these fruits and veggies, and just starts pouring it in.
Right.
And they're amazing. They're truly amazing.
I was told you actually grow your own garden.
Yeah, I man the garden and everything.
So let me ask you, so what's the difference between eating this and this?
Well,
because I like this.
Well, I go to football every day, and I prefer this because it gives me energy and it fills me up rather than that, because that it doesn't fill you up and it makes you tired, and this gives you energy and it makes you want to keep eating because it doesn't fill you up as much as this does.
Really? So this is kind of like your morning routine? You eat healthy all the time?
Yeah, I pretty much eat, like, in the morning I'll blend this up and then I'll have maybe like a muffin with it.
Oh my goodness, I'm so impressed.
Yes.
Well, I hope other kids model this. So can you share with us, last week you were here to explain this whole system. I see words like better, best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we
Bad.
do is, everything here is from basically mine and my sister-in-law's cupboards. We teach our children, because we're working moms, so we're not always home. So we want to make sure that when they're home by themselves, they make good choices. So we load up on fruits and vegetables for them to make their smoothies, and then when they're going to make their choices, they see the labels. It's kind of like, you know, they get that conviction. Okay, bad, better, good. Especially here too with the drinks. We have the water's going to be the best, good, better. You know.
So, Nella, we have to get going. So I want to make sure that people know if they want to learn more, they can go to
wellnessonthegomeals.com.
Wellness on the Go.
Cleveland.
Yes, and we will share that link on latinocleveland.com. Congratulations, that's awesome, Robert. Thanks for joining us today. We will have another great show planned for you next week, so make sure you join us. We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Channel 3. Make sure you check us out on latinocleveland.com to catch up on other episodes. Thank you.